Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. It's Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Get ready for, I wouldn't say a wet week, but the chance for heavy downpours on and off the next couple of days. No washouts in the forecast, but I'll tell you what, if you're under one of these scattered storms the next couple of days, they're going to mean business. We saw some of this start on Sunday. What's going on is a pretty interesting setup and kind of what you get when you see a wet pattern during the summer. During the summer, we don't typically get cold fronts. We don't get low pressure systems unless it's tropical in nature. We tend to rely on pop-up or scattered thunderstorms. And in this case, what's going on is we've got an upper low back here over the Midwest. We've got the Bermuda high off the East Coast. Now, the flow around low pressure is counterclockwise. The flow around high pressure is obviously clockwise. So that flow around the high pressure is allowing for some more moist air to be advected or moved into the Carolinas. And that's really what's causing this deep fetch of tropical moisture. Now, in the heating of the day, it just takes a little bit of heating or a thinning of the clouds or what we call differential heating boundaries, just all these little triggers that can get thunderstorms to develop. So they're scattered. It doesn't rain the whole day, but when you're under these heavy downpours, boy, do you get some heavy rain. And part of the reason we see such heavy rain is this right here. So this is what we call precipitable water. Let me see if I can move this up. So this is basically showing you how much precipitable water or moisture there is in the atmosphere from the top to the bottom. And when you look at this, you see these shades, of kind of like peach here. You're getting up in 1.8 to 2.5. That's really deep moisture. So any thunderstorms or showers that develop the next couple of days are going to be really what we call efficient rainmakers. They're going to dump a ton of heavy rain. So while not everybody's going to see rain every single day, at some point over the next couple of days, you're likely going to get a downpour. And like I said, these aren't going to be little sprinkles. These are going to be heavy downpours underneath them because that rich tropical moisture is just going to be parked over us for really most of the beginning of the week and honestly all the way until the end of the week when it starts to taper off a little bit. So let me kind of show you how this is going to evolve today. We'll show you the future cast of what we think is going to happen with these pop-up afternoon storms. So let's take a look at the future cast. Obviously, as we go into the afternoon, I expect really scattered thunderstorms to develop. And again, you may not get hit until later this afternoon, but at some point today or tomorrow, you're likely going to see a heavy downpour. So for everyone planning outdoor activities, the thing I will tell you to be cautious this week is always have a backup plan or be ready for heavy downpours at some point. Not going to rain the entire day, but you're going to get under some of these heavy downpours. So you can see how scattered they are across the area. And again, at some point, I think everyone gets hit with some rain today before it moves out. Things calm down typically at night. And then during the heating of the day tomorrow, you'll see things crank back up. They tend to start in the mountains and then crank up. Look at them scattered about the area. Again, not all day rains. There'll be plenty of dry hours out there. You can see as we go into the middle of the week, we'll see this happen again. So this is going to be a recurring theme every single day this week, that by the time we get to the end of the week, I think everybody's going to see some rainfall at some point. Now, let me show you some of the potential amounts of rain that we're going to see across the area. And it's going to vary. Like yesterday at my house, 2 inches of rain. Some areas saw 3 inches and some saw none. That's just kind of the way it's going to go. But hopefully over the next couple of days, that will all even out and we'll all get some much needed rain across the area. So just real quickly, kind of what, the general guidance for this week, the next 5 days or so, you kind of see that we're going to have this area that you see kind of shaded in blue here. That's about an inch of rain. Some areas in the mountains are 1 to 2 inches. And again, I think it's just going to be varied based on where these thunderstorms pop up the next couple of days. But you're clearly going to see some pockets of heavy rain. But you can see the focus of the real heavy rain is likely going to be back here where the track of the upper low is. So across the Carolinas, this is a pretty significant change from what we've seen recently, which is good news. And I think that's going to give us at least the basic chances of seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So let me quickly show you, again, currently what's going on. I think you can kind of see the setup today. As we look at this, I'll loop this. Our upper low here, high pressure here, the flow of moisture basically right into the Carolinas from both directions. So as we get into the afternoon, especially if the clouds thin out, we don't need full sunshine in this setup today because the atmosphere is pretty much uncapped. It will take very little, just the warming of the day. I think you'll see the storms begin to bubble up, and you're starting to see some of that happen already across the upstate. And incredibly muggy. So also if you're outside today or the next couple of days, it's the air you can wear kind of setup. So we're in this pattern. It's been dry for 2 months. I know a lot of people have graduation plans over the weekend, had graduation plans this past weekend. Just be prepared. There's going to be some huge gully washers over the next couple of days.